Hey guys, welcome back to the Privacy Guy. Today, topic's a little different, not super related to privacy, but still kind of a big story. I want to talk about Elon Musk and Twitter. Um, I guess depending on where you get your news or what sources you read, um, you might have one opinion or the other. You might think it's a great thing that Elon Musk is interested in purchasing Twitter, or you might think that he could lead to its demise and its downfall. So I just want to share my opinion. And again, it's just an opinion, so feel free to disagree with it. But basically, Elon Musk has funding. He wants to purchase Twitter. He's made an offer on buying a percentage of the company. Um, and basically, I think this is um, I'm all for it. I think Elon Musk is one of the greater minds of our generation, um, at least in the world. I mean, look at the difference he's made working on a tool like PayPal that's widely used now, whether it's actually PayPal or Venmo or whatever. So digital payments, I mean, that's a huge revolution that has allowed like free flow of money, regardless of where you are or what device you're using. That's pretty awesome. And then Tesla cars. There was basically no move towards widespread adoption of electric cars until um, Tesla rose to kind of dominate that industry. Um, so that's, pretty big contribution. Um, Even creating the network of chargers around the country, I think, is another kind of revolutionary thing that gets overlooked often. Um, and then you have things like SpaceX, where even if we're not living on Mars right now, at least having that technology available, I think, could be super valuable in the future. So I'm excited to see what comes of that. And then, you know, other kind of ways he's um, looking to optimize transportation through, the Boring Company, putting tunnels underground for super high speed travel. I think he's just doing a lot of cool things, and I think having his input into a platform like Twitter would only benefit both the platform and kind of society as a whole. Um, and I think even though Elon Musk has made a ton of money in kind of business ventures, I don't see him as like a greedy billionaire. I think other kind of giant um, magnates or business figureheads, are more profit driven, whereas Elon Musk doesn't seem to be. I think having someone like Elon Musk heading the platform and being able to drive, um, kind of more hardcore takes on things will actually either, help the company or at least, start these conversations that um, could improve the company down the road. I think one thing that stands out as one of the more important things is that he could contribute is a move towards decentralization. So, um, Twitter has taken a stance on things where if someone tweets something that could be viewed as controversial, they might take that down, or they might remove the user's entire account. Um, and basically, by doing that, they're kind of voting on who they think is, important and should be listened to, and who should be ignored or, deplatformed. Um, by decentralizing Twitter and making it less of, one company that's controlling the distribution of all the users' content, um, moving that towards a more decentralized model where, maybe they have a board who approves different content or just votes on who should remain on the platform. At least just having new technology around that, I think will improve both Twitter and its competitors, so other social media platforms. I think we're kind of running into an issue where certain people are being, stripped of their Twitter accounts or their Facebook or their Instagram, and that's causing a kind of rift, a societal rift where you have the people who have those platforms and are able to leverage their massive audiences, And then you have the people who have been removed and they have kind of no way to get that back or to grow an audience. And then they're being pushed to these kind of alternative platforms where you just have a bunch of lunatics like spewing shit on the internet. Um, Whereas places like Twitter, you can have a more mainstream, like everyday people, a representation of the entire population, rather than like this 1% of like crazy people who have been kicked off of other platforms. Um, so I think um, I'd love to hear Elon Musk's thoughts on decentralizing Twitter or kind of adding new ways to um, optimize it. But overall, I think it's a good thing. I think we'll obviously know more in the coming weeks and months about how things move forward here with Elon and Twitter. But just wanted to kind of get my voice out there, see what you all thought, and yeah, so that's all I had. Thanks for tuning in today, and stay tuned for more videos soon.